What's up, everybody? Adjust that camera there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch base real quick on yesterday while I was looking, on the exchanges, and I looked at CoinMarketCap, doing those videos, and I talked about the Singularity Net token, AGI token, and I looked on Livecoin and stuff on the exchanges, and it wasn't there. But guess what? I looked over on KuCoin last night. And guess what they added? AGI token. Yeah. So we go over here to KuCoin, sign in. And, I'm not going to be able to sign in because my Google two-step verification code is on my cell phone, which is right there. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you real quick the exchange platform and how they have it right there. If you can read that says KuCoin.com, and I'll put the link below in the description. SingularityNet AGI token now listed on KuCoin, and right now is a great price it looks like to be in, because I'm sure that one will grow substantially, in my opinion. Right now it's a little down. It actually started off kind of high, so it's probably the introductory price they had it at, get a little ground behind it. So it started at around $1.65 yesterday, I think it was, when they or this morning rather, and so it's looking at right now it looks like $1.24. So no real price change recently today, but once people get behind it, I think it's going to be a big mover. In my opinion, like I said, it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying I wanted to add on from that video from yesterday that this is where I'm at right now. And just like the Binance exchange, KuCoin actually has their own type of coin. It is called KuCoin Shares. KCS is the logo. I don't know how many exchanges actually hold that. Let's scroll over to, oh wow, look at that, livecoin.net. I got some good movement going on. What is moving today? Wow, Dibcoin is seriously jumping. Oh, that is beautiful. Let's transfer that over to USD. Wow. Okay. Dibcoin, DIBC is on livecoin.net. That is one of the ones I have. Now that I'm looking at it, I should have bought some more of that a while ago, and I actually added on YoCoin. Did a little recon on it. Seemed to be like it could have some potential in the future. I should have went with Dibcoin because it gained another 200% in the last 45 minutes. So that is looking very nice. Now, I do like that livecoin.net. I'm going to show you this real quick. I have my username and balance real quick. Being in cryptocurrency, there is no such thing as a paper account that I know of. But right here on the top, you can see these layered out, and they're different almost every day. And from left to right, you got most pumped in 24 hours. So that's the most quantity that has been moved, which is going to give you ultimately the highest percentage change. So that was actually Dibcoin, so hopefully that keeps going up. That'd be nice. Then you got the most dumped, so it means the most sold off, I guess, or people let off. Maybe the price went down a little, or maybe something happened and or everybody's just using it as a strategy, to dump it off, pending the quantity. Because if they can get the price to spike right, then they could probably get it to run for them. And it was let's see what the tag on that one is right now. Yeah, so it's super cheap. Bitcoin wise, it's 0.00001642 price for ETT. And like I said, that's the end cry. Not really seeing a whole lot of info here. Look at this little chart graph. So we had a price spike at let's see, looks like about 1500 times. So 3 p.m. It actually jumped pretty nicely back on. Let's see, that was January 19th at 3 p.m. Yeah, so that did a really big jump, and now it's down. So most likely it was most pumped the other day. Maybe I didn't see it, but currently it is the most dumped. So then you got the next one over. The third one over is going to be the max volume, and 90% of the time, actually I think all the time, it's always in Bitcoin. So referenced as Bitcoin. So 333.26 Bitcoins is in Lisk as a volume. And you know, that might be something, might be, like I said, not advice, might be something good to jump into, or maybe possibly invest as a longer run thing, because I see the list in the max volume pretty consistently on Livecoin.net. And then you got sponsored tokens, which I don't really know exactly what that means. I don't know if it's a you know, a new coin that got added on, and then KuCoin, or I'm sorry, Livecoin was like, okay, yeah, we'll push that one for you. You know, or just intro it at a good price or whatever. I don't know what the details behind that is. Let's click on it and find out. Maybe it'll give me some info. Let's see. Nope, no info. Just exchange rates and stuff like that. And Livecoin is super friendly. I really do enjoy using this, and I will say that because you have so many when you're trading. When you're trading here, I'm sorry, this, you know, I don't have the computer set up to play the video for me, but right here, you're looking at your trading and buy and sell. You're looking at trading pairs, and you can actually click on any of these across. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, you got XMR, you got Dash, USD, which is US dollars, the Euro, the ruble, I don't know what that thing's called, other, and then you can list all. If you list all, it's going to put all the pairs there. Just make sure you pay attention when you're doing a trade that you don't click USD, you know, and then come down here and think you're going to trade, you know, USD for, well, I guess ultimately, you can, whatever they trade US dollars for, well, I guess you could do that. But anyway, don't come over here to Ethereum when you have Bitcoin in your account thinking you're going to trade Bitcoin under the Ethereum selection. You know, you got to make sure you go to something that actually trades Bitcoin. And there's tons and tons of them. Like I said, Livecoin is super user friendly. Yeah, there's easily like 75. Yeah, there's a lot. So Bitcoin trades the most pairs, it looks like, and you can always find you know, good prices. Like Dimecoin is still like one of the super cheap cryptos that you can just get stupendous quantity for like the least amount of money. I mean, you could probably get like 5 million of them for like, I don't know, $600 or something like that. And in the event that that ever went to $1, well, there you go. You don't have to worry about none of that. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base and say, hey, AGI token is now on the other exchange. Let me actually run over here to coinmarketcap.com and see if they put it on any other exchanges, because it is a new coin. Like I said, I do believe it's going to have a lot of potential. The creators of SingularityNet or SingularityNet is the same gentleman who created Sophia, his family and team. I will Google that right now while it's on this video. See if we can get this moving pretty quick. SingularityNet. There we go. SingularityNet. See if it gives me a little breakdown information here. So they did an initial token sale, and I tried to get in on it. You know, back in his name's Ben Goretzel. I hope I pronounced that right. No disrespect if I got it wrong. Their goal was $32 million, $32.8 million to raise. They actually did 32.847 and 814 bucks. And that token sale was back in December. I tried to jump into that, and it was a good price offering that they had it for. The initial token price was 10 cents. And so, yeah, so you could have got this coin at 10 cents if you were in that opening token sale. Total tokens is 1 billion. And current sold on pre-sale is 21 million. 350 million token bonuses are vested for 12 months. Well, that's pretty neat. The fundraising goal, they reached $32.8 million. Token type, ERC, which is 99% sure that's Ethereum platform. And basically, you can just go onto the website there and see how exactly you know, this token is going to work. So return on investment rate is pretty normal. Risk rate, very normal, according to the rating on this ICOdrops.com. And the hype rate is very high. So it shows about medium-high interest on this coin right now, token-wise. It is decentralized and for artificial intelligence algorithms. So what we're looking at, like I said, Ben Goretzel is the same one who created Sophia, the artificial intelligence robots. There you go. You can get a quick view there. There she is. She is a citizen in Dubai now, I think it is, or one of those Middle Eastern countries over there. So I do believe, in my honest opinion, that this token will have some serious headway once things go a little farther down the technology line into artificial intelligence. One thing they note on here, and I've seen it mentioned multiple times looking at this token, solutions to these problems enable the creation of trillions of US dollars in value. There's no way to find artificial intelligence services, nor any way to judge the quality of an artificial intelligence service without using it. This creates unnecessary risk. And that's not talking about the token. This is functionality of artificial intelligence in 2017, I guess rolling into 2018. They got a little statement here. Experts estimate that artificial intelligence market will increase from the 200 billion it is valued today to 3.1 trillion by 2025. But serious roadblocks remain. Today, AI functionality is expensive, time-consuming, and hard to use. Like I said, I was just reading that. No communication, no artificial intelligence discovery, and expensive to use. That is simply probably because people as a whole are not, wrapped into that realm. You got a lot of smart people out here that are, very capable of dealing with these things in artificial intelligence, like quantum physics majors and, basic, things when it comes to electronics and technology advancements, being able to build systems and code writing and all that good stuff. So Sophia Hansen, Chief Humanoid is what they call her. She's an artificial intelligence robot, and if you watch some of those YouTube videos, it's pretty interesting. Dr. Ben Goertzel, David Hansen, and Cassio Pinachin, I want to say. Those are all, looks like the leaders of the team. And so you got some advisors here, blockchain team. Let's see. They just say marketing, blockchain. I was looking for a little more specifics on the people, but as far as a whole, SingularityNet is powered by. So SingularityNet is is pretty much the home of the AGI token. So it's powered by the AGI token, which makes the decentralized economy possible. AGI token also solves the assignment of credit problem, allowing us to quantify the value an artificial intelligence agent brings to the market. This problem is the first step toward creating artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and the AGI token makes this breakthrough possible. Artificial general intelligence ultimately, and the quick breakdown is singularity, is when the artificial intelligence robots or humanoids or whichever will be able to actually solve problems like we do. Like, hey, that stick over there fell, it's on the house, how can we take care of that? Obviously, you got to get the stick off the house, things like that. Instead of a robot going, like old school, a tree fell, but that's all they know. Now it's going to be to the point to where, hey, well, the tree fell in the house. Let's get the tree off the house. How can we do that? Oh, like this. Things like that, and I may be not being able to describe that as best as some of these professionals could. So pretty much 50% of AGI tokens will be distributed to the public at the end of the token generation event, which would be the initial coin offering. So that leaves plenty. So let's scroll on over here to CoinMarketCap. Like I said, my favorite place. AGI is there. See what kind of rankings we got going on. Like I said, out of the 1,469 cryptocurrencies now that are on the market, your price is sitting at $1.22. Like I said, it was offered. It looks like 10 cent was the initial coin. So plenty of people made off really good with that. So I think the minimum investment was a couple hundred or 1,000. And so yeah, you just made off really well. Total supply is 1 billion tokens. We discussed that already. Circulating supply looked like it said half would be in. So we're going to say 500 million. Is going to be probably likely the circulating supply. They don't have market cap value on here right now. Right now, it's a token. It's not mineable, and the token rank is currently 1,128 out of 1,469. But this token did just join the market on what day is this here? It looks like the 19th is when it finally went on. Let me go over here and confirm that with the recently added tool on CoinMarketCap.com. So let's go add it today. Look at this today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 new tokens added today alone. All right. And the prices are really cheap. Whatever this one is $7 already. This one's close to $1 IP chain. And all of the other ones, titanium blockchain, that sounds pretty awesome. Don't know what the current movement is, but light chain is 0.004 cents. And it is, see, it already has $15 million in 24-hour volume, which is huge. Then you got this other one that's 18 million, the Acute Angle Cloud, token. So it's pretty neat to look at some of these things. Like I said, we can look back right here. Here's AGI token 2 days ago. Today's 20th, so it came out on the 18th and was added in. And so that is just awesome altogether because, you have this tool, coinmarketcap.com. I don't work for them, not affiliated with them. I just love that this tool has so many different ranges for you to look at, what you're trying to find information on. Because like I said, source code, if it's got it, if it's a coin especially, and it's mineable, you want to see the source code. Some tokens, I think, have source code too. But what you're looking at is the circulating supply compared to the current market cap. And I will say the one thing I found out in investing in stocks and things like that, you're looking for, depending on what kind of investment you're doing, if you're looking at growth possibilities, a lot of times the lower the market cap means there's less volume trading on it. Therefore, it has the highest possibility to grow or return on investment wise, depending on how long you're willing to wait or what your investment term is. So for me, Cardano, off of the AGI token, and like I said, I did pick some of those up. As soon as I saw it on KuCoin, that was a done deal. Like I said, I was not going to wait around on that one. And even though it's under $2 right now, my Livecoin account has got a lot of activity going on right now. I love Livecoin.net. To me, I think it's the best exchange. Binance is definitely ranked right behind it. The Dibcoin, man, that thing is going crazy right now. And I don't know if it's today it's the most pumped. It was not earlier. I saw it making moves. It was in like the 80% gain range, and now it's at 300. Earlier it was at 400, so that means people are buying and selling off, most likely. So what I'm going to do likely is watch that for the next 24 hours and find out, is it going to drop? And if it drops down to like, I don't know, 50% or 20% or something like that, and I see the price, fluctuate pretty far down, what I'm going to do is then likely buy more and kind of anticipate the speculative fact that Dibcoin will probably do this again, or it will just continue to go up. And I've watched that happen for a few days on some of these other ones, like some of the cheaper coins. You see tons and tons of volume pop in, and it's pretty crazy because you can see something like and I mentioned it a lot, but Dimecoin, I've watched that percentage. It's been green for the last 4 days. All right, so it goes by 24-hour periods. And the other day it was 200%, and it was 160%, and it was like 90%, and now it's last night it was about 60 to 80, and now it's 40, and that's fluctuated pretty much most of the day. I haven't seen too many wallet issues when you're looking at status over here on Livecoin. Right out to the right side of what you have, you can see it like a black with a power sign. It's like wallet offline temporarily. Out of sync, no new block for at least 2 hours. I've seen some go 24 hours on some of these tokens, coins. But if you got a green check mark, you're good. Sometimes you'll see a green check mark and the black power sign symbol, and that is saying you can only withdraw or only deposit. It's like a half and half thing. So right now, they're not allowing you to dump any in because I guess they're looking at the mass quantity it's gaining. So as I said before about exchanges having different prices, I did notice that KuCoin has... let me get over here. One of the tokens, yes, SingularityNet's it's kind of trickling down right now. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna sell it off. I'm gonna stay in for the long haul on that one. I got like 50 of them. $50 to a possible turnaround. If that coin goes to 20, 30, 40, $50, and I got 50, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy math and it's an easy gain. Return on investment is stupendous. I mean, you can put $50 in the stock market, and it could take months and months and months for anything to happen with that. And granted, I mean, things can turn around quickly, but at the same time, to me, if you're looking for quick gains, I'm not saying that you're going to get fast gains from cryptocurrency. I'm just saying that in my experience in the last about 8 months-ish, since I've been really digging into all types of investing and, how to make money here and there and all these like wallet apps and stuff like that, to save change, to invest and things like that, swell investing. I've looked into so many of these different things as options. It's like, okay, well, what if I put, all my 25 cents and 30 cents and 50 cents all goes to this place for so many times? That's good potential. But, I mean, if you don't know anything about investing and you have no interest in having a brokerage account or 401k or any of those types of things, then one of those applications is probably good for you just so you can save some kind of money, even if it's only a rainy day fund. Because a savings account, essentially, all that is a rainy day fund. Unless you've got millions and millions already in a savings account, and you're not really worried about interest because you're filthy rich anyway, then you'll probably be okay. But if you got 10, 20 grand in a savings account, and it's in a bank, for one, it's not actually in the market being protected by any type of hedge fund or hedging option or contracts, futures contracts, any kind of stuff like that. That's one thing you need to look for, is how can you protect your money. And that's one thing I'm studying kind of hard right now, is to how to hold on if the stock market does crash. And I'm pretty sure I have a strong inclination from people I've talked to and research I've done that it will. Not to zero or to dead numbers or anything like that, but just a big correction, right? And I got a lot of flack for even saying that. And if somebody was like, "Oh, you think you can predict the stock market crash?" No, I did not say that at all. I'm nowhere far enough into analytics to even try and predict any type of crash like that. Simply by looking at the graph charts, history generally repeats itself. Human factors, human path of least resistance type things. So if somebody sees a trickle and they get scared and they don't have any kind of real speculative information to stay in there, they're gonna sell off. Bitcoin hits $20,000, price plummets. Why? Because it's the highest it's ever been, right? Why would you not sell off and make a crap ton of money if you bought it at even $10,000 or $15,000? You still made $5 grand if you bought a whole token or coin. Versus percentages in hundreds or thousands, yeah, you could have got a lot of gain there. Especially if you bought it in August, it was like 5,000 and then it went to 20. That's 15 grand by itself. I mean, you didn't even have to put 5,000. You could put 2,500. You didn't make half of that. So, I mean, there's so many different ways to do these things. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Don't take other people's advice unless they're actually a financial advisor. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to invest in. Your own money is your own money. Don't be stupid with it. Got to put that in every video. Just I'm not going to get sued by some moron who went and put their entire life savings on something and nothing happened. I've already spoken about several videos where I've had people I know, acquaintances, and they reference my advice, but they just take it off one thing and run with it when that's not all what I said. You have to watch these things, just like Ripple. I talked about the guy on the video the other day. He put a crap ton in Ripple. It went super high, and then the price is still now barely at $1.60 where it was at $3.60, a couple weeks ago. And so ultimately, I don't want you to suffer from a loss like that, because what he could have done, he said he got rid of it as it got down to a certain point, but he's still holding on to a lot of it. And he's hoping the price is going to go back up. Will Ripple return to where it was? Probably, eventually, because American Express and Microsoft are kind of behind them. But American Express just recorded their first loss since existence because of the new tax reform. So what does that mean? Does that mean that they're going to turn to a faster, cheaper way to make transactions happen? Well, hey, Ripple could be that solution. I don't know how they run their business. I mean, it could have been something that they've been doing a certain way for this amount of time, and now they're not allowed to do that anymore. Huge corporations have all kind of back doors that they walk through. Nobody sees. I'm not even going to try to get into that. But what I am going to say is CoinMarketCap, again, is your strongest tool when it comes to this. If there's any other ones, that are like CoinMarketCap, I haven't really found any that are good enough to compete, in my opinion, for information. Please let me know. Comment down below and let me know, because I'm curious to see. But what I will say is that, like I said, Bitcoin is 269% now, so it's a 30% drop from what it was a while ago. But it's still 260% up from where it was in the last 24 hours. That is huge. And I see some of these things at 1,500%, 5,000%. Imagine if you're on the bottom side of that and you take 5,000% of what you invested. Whatever amount of money that is, I mean, that can easily get very high. And that's all you got to do, is be in the right position. So that's your call. That's your choice to put your money in the best place you think you should put it, based on your research, to find out what do you think the best investment is, whether it be long or short term. People still say Bitcoin is going to go 50,000, 100,000, a million. I mean, 10 million. I've even seen 100 million. I mean, that is just, those numbers are just so far out there, considering we're chilling around 10 to 13 to 17 to 10 to 13 to 16. And the price fluctuates like that because of the volatility factor. People are scalping right now. The more and more crypto goes and people realize, like stock market investors who scalp every single day in the stock market, they're coming to cryptocurrency because they make returns like that. just like they do in the stock market, but they have a less volatility factor in the stock market. But the volatility is your friend, because ultimately, the more something is traded, if you get in low and it goes super high out of volatility spike or indicator or whatever reason, you can seriously make a huge return on investment very, very quickly. And that's what a lot of people did with Ripple. I took advantage of that. Like I said, I got it at like 90 cents or 80 cents or whatever it was. I bought 450 bucks worth. My value went to like 1,800, and then I saw it drop down. It hit 1,600. I sold half, and then I saw it go down again, and I sold the rest and traded it for other tokens, and I kept my value. If you're scared of something falling, a rapid increase, you don't want to get out too early, but you don't want to get out too late. The greedy guy that holds on is going to get burned. Almost always, very few instances where that does not happen. Like right now, say he held on to his Ripple. He had 800 bucks worth roughly or so, or 900, and right now it's $1.60. He's holding strong. Next week it goes to $10. He's got 800 of them. That's crazy money, right? Just return on investment wise, just for holding on a little longer instead of selling out like I did, which I put myself in a better position because now I acquire a lot more tokens because I took the quick investment, turned around, reinvested a large percentage of that, cashed out another part of it, into another exchange, and then bought tokens on there, because now you need to utilize the exchanges too. You don't want to put all of your stuff in one place, because I'm bragging a lot about Livecoin and Binance and KuCoin and all these, but what happens if for some reason it crashes or collapses, or their government just shuts them down, or the FBI shuts them down for whatever reason? I mean, any of those crazy things that could happen. Yes, I'm going to put that out there because it is seemingly a possibility, just because, right? You got people all the time talking about, crypto's a bubble, blah, 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 and et cetera, et cetera. I personally think if it is a bubble, it ain't going to happen right now, because why else would you have tons and tons of companies, pumping a lot of their money and then trying to do initial coin offerings, when some of them are facing class action lawsuits, like Sentra apparently for Mayweather, even though his name's not in it. I think I talked about that yesterday. But the pure indicating hype factor of celebrities and whoever that are pumping these coins up to get people to buy them, we don't know if they're getting cash under the table, for promoting those things. And are they even real tokens that can have any kind of benefit for the country or the world? But as we looked at Sentra, the price was crazy. The price is high right now. Like it took a huge dive after that whole thing. But right here, look back on CoinMarketCap, looking at CTR Sentra, it's at $2, $197. It's up 1.53%. The total supply is only 98 million, 68 million in circulation. So you got about 30 million there that's floating around. It's ranked 171. It's not mineable. But the price spiked up $4.31 in the beginning of January. You could have had it at 40 cents, just a couple weeks before that in December. So it's like, it doesn't even matter if the token is going to be beneficial for a real reason. Because if you look at it and you're just like, oh, well, Mayweather's going to buy a bunch of it, I should too, then that's not how you invest. And you need to check yourself and get some more strategies going on, because that's going to get you in a bad place with your money. You could get lucky, but that doesn't mean anything. So I see some cards over here. This is their website. So I see some like credit card type looking deal with a chip in it and all that, and that could be cool. So basically, if you can load up your cryptos on those cards and use them to spend as converted cash on MasterCard or whatever, and use it, man, that's pretty cool. Anything like that. But yeah, you got to understand that if you do that, and Bitcoin's at 12 grand right now, so they're charging this price, that the price fluctuates to $20,000 again, you could have just paid, as we discussed about the four-wheeler yesterday in the other video, $10,000 four-wheeler, but you get it for $1,000. All you have to do is give them one Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is currently worth $1,000, then it goes to $10,000. Well, you actually balance the equation, but depending on how you feel about it, oh, well, I gave him $1,000, but it's now $10,000, so you could have either made that money and tried to find the four-wheeler cheaper, or you could just deal with the fact that you just broke even. Like we said, if you're not getting something back, then breaking even is not really what you want to do. But you received a four-wheeler that's $10,000, but you got it for $1,000. that is a return on your investment because you're going to use that four-wheeler. They're just going to try to flip it or resell it, which would be stupid because you just pay the full price for it. So this actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to do some more recon into this, find out kind of how it works. Let's take this overview real quick. A little coffee here. If my videos are too long, I do apologize. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool intro screen here. Okay, here you go. Sentra card is a critical innovation in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Prepaid card integrates the top cryptocurrencies into a single usable physical and virtual card. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sentra token, Dash, Litecoin, Zcash, and Monero, with future assets being added. Users of Sentra card will be able to shop at over 36 million locations worldwide and securely carry and withdraw money on the go. So that is pretty awesome. That looks like a huge futuristical possibility. It opens up the marketplace for peer-to-peer transactions, speeds up e-commerce process, significantly reduce the costs usually associated with online purchases. So with that being said, I want to see, let's see, I'm trying to find out, yep, there you go. It combines features of both centralized and decentralized exchanges to create a unique hybrid platform. So in quick opinion, I think that Sentra would probably outperform Ripple XRP in its uses because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's the purpose of Ripple as well. But I believe it's on a fully centralized platform. So let's tag on over to the website real quick. And check that out. CoinMarketCap.com is the easiest place to get the direct links. So RippleNet, today's payment rails don't cut it. Let's see. So that's pretty much like I said. It's poor infrastructure on our side as currently, Visa, MasterCard, and things like that. So Ripple connects banks, payment providers, digital asset exchanges, and corporate via RippleNet to provide one frictionless experience to send money globally. So super fast. It is super fast. When I bought it on Binance, I traded it from I think it was Litecoin or Ethereum, and I had it. It was done. Like as soon as I hit buy, it's done. I have it in my account. I even sent some of it to a different exchange to trade for Bitcoin and Ethereum to actually get some different tokens, and it was so fast. Even Ethereum and Litecoin now take a little while. So it looks like a growing global network. So right now it only says they got 100 plus customers. I don't know if that is all these, let's see, deploying commercially 75 plus banks, payment providers, and digital asset exchanges, process and provide liquidity for payments on RippleNet, creating new competitive cross-border payment services for the customers. So you got tons of banks right here, actually. We discussed American Express, but here is, let's see if it gives me a breakdown. Okay, yeah, so here's RBC Bank. You've got American Express. You've got, looks like a lot of Euro banks over here. Let's see, CIBC, UniCredit, seen those. Let's see, a little farther. Air Wallets, I've seen that, and MoneyGram, I've seen that as well. So yeah, you already got plenty of business. The two biggest I've seen, RBC